Welcome to Flavour Hacking, the new way to consider cooking, using simple tricks, techniques, tips and a little appliance of science to take regular ingredients to restaurant-level deliciousness. Our food tester always focuses on one of four things: caramelization, the Maillard effect, umami and enhancers. Today we're hacking rice, our most important grain. Rice feeds half the world, and for a good reason. This lovely seed comes from the grass species Oryza sativa, Asian rice, or Oryza glaberrima, African rice. 100 grams of rice will contain around 80 grams of carbohydrates, 7.13 grams of protein, 11.61 grams of water, and just 0.66 grams of fat. It also contains lots of vitamins and minerals. Picking your rice. There are more than 40,000 varieties of rice in the world, classified by their grain length and colour. What rice you decide to pick depends on how you want to use it. Long grain rice, think basmati, 7 to 9 millimeters long, will stay separated and becomes fluffy when cooked. This is used in main courses, salads and side dishes, a fluffy cushion for sauces. Medium grain rice, 5 to 6 millimeter grains, let's say cannaroli, retains its shape and smooth texture when cooked. We use this for risottos and also for desserts. And then short grain rice is great for sushi, thanks to its high starch content that makes it sticky when cooked. These grains are around 4 to 5 millimeters long and 2.5 millimeters wide. Now we want to consider how to actually cook the perfect rice. After extensive testing, we found that long-grain perfumed basmati is one of our preferred options for a great bowl of rice. Our first hack, of course, is to rinse our rice under cold water until the water runs clear. This means that we've removed most of the starch, allowing our grains to separate and finish light and fluffy. Add the salt just before adding the water. This will help mix in a more uniform way. Once the toasted rice is a little translucent, we add cold water using a simple ratio of 2 cups of water to 1 cup of rice. Now we let the water come to a boil. We stir the rice just once, lower the flame to the lowest possible setting, and place a lid on the pan to trap the steam. You want the rice to absorb all the water. After 10 minutes, start checking and taste if required. And it's as easy as that. Perfect bowl of rice. All of the flavours you see will pair well with rice, however, here are some of our favourites. Our cured egg from episode 1 is a surprising topping for rice. Replacing the water with coconut milk when cooking will add a delicious sweetness to your rice, a great offset for spicy dishes. You can also add spices to your oil when toasting the rice. How about cumin? And a real umami deepness similar to demi-glaze can be achieved by strongly reducing some meat or vegetable stock, adding a knob of butter and topping your rice with this delicious sticky sauce. Hacking the risotto. Because it's risotto, we opt for a medium grain cannaroli. We fry 80 grams of rice per person in extra virgin olive oil. When the rice is translucent, we want to simmer in 15 millilitres of white wine. As this cooks off, we can then start to add our stock. Ladle and mix each time to activate the starch in the rice and create a wonderful creamy texture. As the rice absorbs, we want to add more liquid. Eventually we can bite the rice to see if it's cooked. The core should have a crunchy bite and a soft exterior. Once cooked, turn off the heat, add 15 grams of butter and 25 grams of grated parmesan. Stir well with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Now for our little hack. We lay out discs of risotto on parchment paper, no thicker than 2 centimeters. We make sure the edges are nice and smooth, and then we put them in the fridge for 2 hours to reduce the moisture. Heat up a mix of extra virgin olive oil and butter in a non-stick pan. Cook the disc over high heat to form a good crust, then medium-low until crunchy. To flip, we slip the risotto disc from the pan to the flattest plate we have, putting the hot grease back into the pan. Put another plate on top and flip again. Now gently slip the disc back into the pan and finish cooking on the other side. These are our favourite enhancers for a crispy fried risotto. Using porcini broth will result in an amazing umami hit. Simmering with red wine instead of white is also another powerful yet subtle twist. Fresh cheese placed on top of the disc creates a wonderful contrast, especially when using the red wine. Also, using a smoked rice is another way to add a whole new depth of flavour to this dish. Experimentation. Rice on ice. We decided to make our rice drinkable and looked into horchata. We're going to use white medium grain rice for a sweeter beverage. We soak it with 2 sticks of cinnamon and 60 grams of almonds in 800 millilitres of water and place them all in the fridge. The day after, we remove just the cinnamon sticks and start blending the mixture in small batches. Halfway through the blending, we want to mix in 200 grams of pitted dates, but we don't want any solids here, so blend well. Finish by filtering any remaining grains through a sieve and then again through a cheesecloth. Chill in the fridge and serve your rice over ice. You can also add some vanilla, mint, berries, and toasted almonds add a serious Maillard flavour hit. Join us next time when we'll be hacking more wonderful, everyday used common ingredients.